I knew someone could look at my Instagram and think, what's a grown man doing promoting anime? And maybe they'd find that unattractive. Maybe they'd wonder whether they could introduce me to their family. Maybe they'd be embarrassed to tell their friends about me. And of course, if I don't mention my father's yacht business and that he is a real estate agent, which I wouldn't usually, unless they brought up real estate, they wouldn't know of my inheritance. And I only just recently added the highlight on my Instagram to get people to think like, oh, maybe I can. Like it's dumb that people would even have to do that, but whatever. Maybe they'd be embarrassed to tell their friends about me, unless of course they loved anime too. But then I knew that people who loved anime, at least the women that I would be attracted to in terms of my standards, were either streaming or like TikTok or probably had a boyfriend or things like that. At least accurately it felt like 98% of the time. And so, and of course, I wasn't trying. I wanted that intent pushed back and shown like actively continuing. Um, Unless, of course, they loved anime too. So I started putting gym videos on my Instagram as well because I understood that people compare. One Instagram account might show someone trying to build a future, another might show someone having fun every weekend, and people have to decide what kind of life they want. Then there was the biblical side of everything. Before I get into that, I did the gym thing just to, smooth people's minds as well. It's like, yeah, okay, so what? I like anime, but I also go to the gym every day. Do you? So, continuing. Then there was the biblical side of everything. Sometimes I wondered whether people looked at what I was saying about Scripture, God, judgment, or the second coming of Christ and thought, this guy is too much. That's part of why I often try to describe things as coincidences. I don't want to claim divine certainty about things I cannot actually know, but I have become deeply frustrated with what I perceive as dishonesty in the world. And sorry that I actually stand up to cruel, disgusting things out there. Imagine if none of us did. What type of world would that be? Sometimes I look around and think, how are humans so blind? And I do think that. I look at people and I'm like, damn, like it's so easy. Maybe I just know things differently. Or maybe you think that this is pride. But there's just some things I notice in people and I'm like, what is wrong with us? And that's why I figured, all right, just like I started writing my book to tell a story that I knew that I could do really good at, I had to start preaching in order to help influence people the right way.